Hello everyone, I'm Gary York, CorruptionBehindBars.com. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and if you like this video, please subscribe. Today is my military day, and I want to talk to everyone about the 300th Military Police Company, barracks in Kornwestheim, Germany, stationed in Kornwestheim, worked out of Stuttgart, Germany, Provost Marshal's Office, Military Police Station. And I want to thank some people today for their strong efforts in keeping the 300th MP Company alive from those days in Germany, and also keeping us all together. Many of us still together 30, 35, 40 years later. And I want to give honorable mention to those people who have formed this unity. Now, being in the military, any service, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, we all know that we all build a bond, and many of us stay friends for life. But many of us are in different jobs and different fields, don't stay together like the military people do. And we are having our 11th 300th MP Company reunion in Punta Gorda, Florida on August 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 2018. The first one started in 2007 in Helen, Georgia, and I was so glad I was there at the first one. And I'll be at this one in a couple of weeks. And I've missed a lot of them, I know, but we have one a year around the country at a different location. So some people can make them and some people can't, but we always have a good turnout. And it's just amazing how the bond stays together so many years. And I'm going to use my notes because I don't know any military police that didn't use their notes to write their reports when they got back to the MP station after investigating a traffic accident on the snowy, cold, freezing Autobahn, with cars going by at 150 miles an hour, whisking by us. Or I didn't know of any military police who didn't have their notes with them when they investigated a rape or had to go break up a bar fight. You always brought your notes back and sat down back in the report writing area and did your report before you took it up to the desk sergeant, who scrutinized your report by every letter, which is good because he made us look good. Okay, I want to thank Mr. James Leibold from California first. We all know James. He is the founder and the person who started the first 300th MP Company website back in 1993. And you know, we have the website, the 300th MP Company Germany, from 1977 to 1992 for us older guys. I was there myself from 1978 to 1983. There's also another 300th MP Company website, it's for everyone also, but it has a lot of the younger 300th MP Company veterans. We salute all of you and thank you for being there. And Mr. Leibold, thank you very much for starting this website, which has kept us together from so far away for so many years. We can be all around the world and all around our country and feel very close together by Facebook, so thank you. I want to thank Mr. John Meinholz, retired first sergeant, who started the reunions. He started the reunions back in 2007 and organized our first reunion in Helen, Georgia. Top Meinholz, we salute you. Thank you very much for putting this together. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. There's a lot of people out there that know a lot more history about the 300th than I do, but I want to give you a foundation and a base, because a lot of you may not know who started our website, who started our reunions, and everybody kind of needs to have a basic idea of how this all got started. And John Meinholz also had great help, huge help and input from Mr. Steve Percival, who was with us at the 300th MP Company in the early years for some of us, and Mr. Randy Miller. Steve Percival and Randy Miller, folks, play a huge part with Top Meinholz. in getting these reunions together. So let's give them a big thanks along with Mr. Leibold, because I think James Leibold, Top Meinholz, Steve Percival, and Randy Miller are huge in keeping us together for all these years. I think it's 40 years for me now. Some of you younger guys, it may be 5 years, but hey, stay together. Stay together, because our brothers and sisters are important. And I also want to say that I would like to thank some of the folks I served with. I can't mention everybody, and you know who you are out there, and at the end of this video, if you want to put some comments of people you want to mention, please add some comments at the end of this YouTube video of people you would like to mention and get recognized. I want to thank Randy Tudor, Special Forces, who was an MP as well with us, who later became a drill instructor. I want to thank William I, who was with us at the 300th MP Company, who also became a drill instructor. Sergeant Michael Swartout was with us. And these guys, along with Sergeant Roy Barrage, who was my squad leader back then, all trained us and trained us well. If you remember the mount training, Randy Tudors and William I were in charge of a lot of our mount training and rappelling when we had to learn rappelling or practice rappelling. It was those guys with the experience from the Special Forces and other areas that taught us in the Military Police Company, and it was great to have them as our leaders. That's Randy Tudors, William I, Michael Swartout, and Roy Barrage. Thank you very much. Donald Davis, my platoon sergeant, thank you very much for your training and education and keeping my butt straight, as well as many others. And I'm kind of giving out a little bit of the folks I know, so please give us a shout out to who you know and recognize. Now, we have lost some of our fellow brothers and sisters. I'm going to name 3 of them that were very close to a lot of us. And if there's some that I did not mention, please add their names at the bottom of this YouTube page. The first one that I met was Carl Bazdula, who took me under his wing when I got to the 300th MP Company in 1978. A lot of guys don't want to take newbies under their wing, and Carl took me under his wing and became a good friend. And I'm still friends with his wife on Facebook, as all of us are. She's a part of our 300th MP Company family. So we really appreciate her, and we appreciate having her. And prayers to Carl Bazdula, one of our brothers who we love very much. The second person that influenced my life a lot was Raymond Kelly from Ripley, Tennessee. And he was friends with a lot of us. I mean, a lot of us consider him our best friend. And I would have to say he's at the top of the list for best friends. He was like a true blood brother to me, and I miss him dearly. And the reason I have this cup here, this is the Casey Jones cup, the Casey Jones Village in Jackson, Tennessee. When I went to visit Ray after military days, all of you who know Ray, he said, I'm going to carry you on up to the Casey Jones Village and let you see the train station up there. He took me to a lot of places when I was there, but what was funny, I always remember getting ready to leave, and he says, Gary, son, you got to get you one of those cups with your name on it before we leave, so you can have something to remember the trip by. And I picked up a few souvenirs when I visited Ray, and never forget him. Mr. Steve Percival, Top John Meinholz, and I, and Jay Day were at his funeral, and in Tennessee, and we were asked to be part of the pallbearers for his funeral with his family, and what a tribute that was. And thank you very much for having us. We love the Kelly family, just like they were our own blood family. So Ray is truly missed. Another person who just recently passed, who was a great leader at the 300th MP Company, a great man and close to many of the military police out there. I know he was very close with Mike Wannick and some other guys and girls from the 300th MP Company, and that's Mr. John Sams. Prayers for him and his family, and please remember him, and please add some names at the bottom of this YouTube to people we need to remember and recognize, alive or gone. Remember, these folks are gone, but they're not forgotten. They'll always be in our memories. They'll always be talked about on our Facebook, 300th MP Company Facebook, and they'll always be talked about at our reunions. So remember, the reunion this year is Punta Gorda 2018, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We'll have our memorial. Top Mine Holds has put out a bulletin that we're going to have a memorial prayer, I believe at 3 p.m. on the 4th, but if I'm wrong, check out the itinerary. On the 4th of August, Saturday, at the Vietnam Memorial out in Punta Gorda area, we're going to have a little service and prayer for all the military veterans, and then we will retire at 4 p.m. to the Authentic German Restaurant in Punta Gorda to have some German food. And I would like to do a shout out to my drill instructor, Carl Krieger, who is on my Facebook as well. And listen, he is a man that a lot of us that went through the 300th MP Company were, he was our leader. He was our trainer, advisor, and counselor, as they say in the Air Force, and he was our drill instructor. And by the way, William I., who was at 300th MP Company, went on to be a drill instructor as well. Just wanted to point that out. And hello, Kathy. Worked with her on patrol many times. She was a great patrol partner. And we hope to see you soon, and maybe we should get a reunion out in Texas, folks, out near some of the other people that we know. So keep Texas on the list if you would, please, those of you that organize these things. And thank you all for your hard work, the people I've mentioned that helped organize these reunions, and the people that trained us. And thank you, and God bless you, and God bless my dad, World War II and Korean War veteran, for serving our country, and many others like him. Top Mine Holds' father was also in the military. We have a lot of people who have a family history of serving for our country, protecting our country, and protecting our borders. God bless all of you. I don't care if you served one term in the military or made it a career. Hats off, and we salute all of you. Corruption Behind Bars out. Thank you. We'll see you at the reunion in a couple of weeks.